No funny business, or this will happen to you.
With Amazon's recent reboot of The Kids in the Hall, the original award-winning Canadian sketch show has seen its own resurgence in popularity. Now, more than 30 years after its debut, the sketches from the original series continue to remind us what makes this show so iconic.
This man's as good as dead.
No, not now. Wait until I've left.
Welcome to The Rewind. Today, we'll be counting down the top 10 Kids in the Hall sketches. Before we begin, make sure to give this video a like and hit the subscribe button for good luck. Number 10. The Beard.
Time for work, better shave it off.
No, the beard stays, you go.
Don's living his best life on vacation when he decides to experiment with a new look and grow out his facial hair. When he and his wife return home, she suggests that he shave the beard off, but Don has grown attached to his beard and refuses to get rid of it. He slowly descends into madness as the weeks go on and his beard begins to rule his life. In the end, Don isn't able to handle his beard any longer and ultimately falls to his untimely death. Number 9. The Chicken Lady.
What are you?
God, you're not too bright. I'm a chicken lady.
A chicken lady.
Yeah, and I love life. Do you love life?
Oh, yeah.
Blind dates rarely go well, but this might be the most bizarre date of all time. In an attempt to get lucky, Chicken Lady invites a date over for what is sure to be the most disturbing night of his life. Her date tries his best to escape this nightmare, but Chicken Lady won't let him leave, and when it comes time for dinner, let's just say the omelet is a bit too fresh.
Ah, good.
Of course it's good. Because they're fresh, straight out of my body and onto your plate.
Number 8. Cocaine.
Yes? That time I was doing cocaine.
During a friendly gathering, Steven starts to act a bit weird around the dinner table. Presumably nervous about meeting his boyfriend's friends, he repeatedly rushes upstairs after just a few seconds of conversation and begins to act more and more erratic every time he rejoins the group. When Jason finally asks Steven if he's okay, he reassures everyone that his behavior definitely doesn't have anything to do with cocaine, but he can't keep up the act for much longer.
Chuck? Chuck?
Chuck, you're not going to do cocaine, are you?
Number 7. 7 things to do today.
Gotta keep on top of my life. Got 7 things to do. Number 1, banking. Number 2, pick up drawer. Hey, you just knocked over an old lady. Keep moving. You got 7 things to do.
Making a to-do list is a great way to get things done. In this sketch, we watch as a man checks things off his own to-do list, not letting even the most unsettling inconvenience get in his way. He starts off his day by withdrawing some money from the bank, where he gets caught up in a bank robbery and is taken hostage. Despite this little hiccup, the man continues to go about his day checking items off his list and somehow manages to get all of the bank robbers killed along the way.
Number 3, buy stamps. Okay. Gotta keep on top of my life. Gotta keep on top of my life. Okay, you just knocked over the same old lady.
Number 6. Head Crusher.
Well, I put my money in my mattress. Well, I put my money in my wallet. You're boring me. I'm cutting your head. I'm cutting your head.
Sometimes you need a little break from the rat race. And what better way to de-stress than to crush a few heads? In this sketch, we watch as a bored businessman stalks other workers from behind a bush, mocking them and then pretending to crush their skulls with his fingers. He's having the time of his life until someone catches him and asks what he's doing. Of course, he just responds by crushing that guy's head too.
I'm crushing your head. That's what I'm doing, flathead.
Number 5. Gazebo.
Like gazebo. Like gazebo.
What would you do if something was stolen from you and you knew exactly who the culprit was? To Mrs. Larson's shock, Her gazebo is missing, and her neighbors just so happen to have an identical one in their backyard. Of course, they deny stealing Mrs. Larson's gazebo, but she's not about to take their word for it. At first, she gets the police involved, but when they're no help, she decides to take matters into her own hands.
I'm afraid your gazebo's been involved in a homicide. It looks as though she was trying to steal it, but then it crushed her.
Number 4. The Hit.
Here's a picture of the guy. I think you know him.
You crazy? This is a picture of me.
When a hitman takes on a new client, he's shocked to find out that he's his own target. The client tells the hitman to wait until he's far from the crime scene before executing the hit, but the hitman jumps the gun and tries to kill himself before the client is able to flee the scene. The hitman puts up a good fight against himself, but ultimately falls out of a window right in front of the client, who ends up getting charged with murder.
You killed him. Don't leave him alone.
But officer, you don't understand.
I understand you're going to prison for a long time, you sick bastard. Hey!
Number 3. Again.
Yeah, $300.
Don't got. Again.
Losing a loved one is never easy, but when the man in this scene becomes a widower, he collects a nice paycheck from his late wife's insurance policy and decides to take advantage of his new bachelor status. He spends his days paying half-naked girls $300 to dance around again and again. This goes on for so long that the old man not only blows through the insurance money, but also gets evicted from his home and even thrown out of a nursing home.
Again. Again. Come on.
Number 2. Citizen Kane.
It's about this newspaper tycoon, and he's dead, and everybody's telling stories about him, and
It's Citizen Kane.
No, that's not it.
There's nothing worse than having the name of a movie on the tip of your tongue. A guy is at lunch with his friend and is telling him about a movie that he watched last night, but he can't seem to remember the name. He describes the movie to his friend, who immediately recognizes it as Citizen Kane, but the other friend insists that it wasn't Citizen Kane. The more he goes on to describe the movie, the more obvious it becomes that the movie he's thinking of is in fact Citizen Kane. This goes on for a while, and the man's friend grows increasingly frustrated to the point where he ends up stabbing the man.
No, do what you want! You want a mortician! You want a mortician! You want a mortician! You want a mortician!
And number 1, Hard Day.
No, I'm just a perfectly normal mortal human being like anyone else here in the office, right?
No one said you were an alien.
What, alien? Oh, so you know, huh? All right.
Have you ever made a mistake at work? Has that mistake ever resulted in the destruction of an entire planet? What about 12 planets in the span of a month? Unfortunately for planet Earth, an alien disguised as an ordinary guy is partaking in some water cooler talk with one of his Earthling coworkers when he panics and fears that his cover's been blown. The only solution is to blow up the planet. Back at home, he's undergoing some questioning at work when he panics again and blows up his own planet.
Double agent!
So you know.
Haven't got a clue. Haven't got a clue.
Control, this is Delphar 7. Destroy planet.
Oh, shit!
Well, that's it. What did you think of our list? Before you leave, don't forget to give this video a like and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Check out these other videos from The Rewind, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss another video again.